their own 26-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Mickens to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 47-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now
on second down, it's Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Jones, the ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3rd down.
Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to...
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but now it'll be third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Buccaneers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Packers nothing.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down back at the
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Number 87, Rob Gronkowski.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25 yards.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Or maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack. Brady, and got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25 yards.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And I don't think there's any question.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
Rodgers' pass complete to Jamal Williams.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Bucs take over first and 10. At their own 27.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them, because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a first and 10 at their own 27. He'll look to throw right away. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To Alan Lazard.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And 2nd down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Brady's pass.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Rodgers pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
Rodgers pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Bucs' 43-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Baker. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Rodgers again now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
8 yards to go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And 7.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
They'll go again to Jones.
Ronald Jones.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Buccaneers are on their way to the Super Bowl. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.